All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Circa Pintig's monthly beat. Today we are featuring a global queer Filipino X queer open mic. We have artists from across the United States, from Canada, and even the Philippines. And we are going to get started. We're happy you're here to join us. If you are on our Facebook page, this is Circa Pintig official page, then you can share this on your wall or share it onto a group of your choice. I have a room full of artists with us in a Zoom call, and this is how we're able to stream live. So it is about 9 o'clock here in Chicago. Circa Pintig is a nonprofit organization celebrating nearly 30 years based here in Chicago. And as I mentioned, we've got friends joining us globally. So, without further ado, we'll just make sure that our artists understand that we want to stay muted until it's time for us to speak. We are recording this session and it is streaming live at the moment. And remember, this is a safe space. We want to be respectful and kind to one another. And artists, if you want to raise your hand, use emojis, make comments, make feedback in the chat box, you may do so. Circa Pintig's mission is to serve and popularize community arts aesthetic and pedagogy. You can visit our website at www.circapintig.org. We are artists, teachers, organizers, researchers, and service providers, and the process is the work. So, this is one of relatively our first live open mics, and especially a global one. So, there might be some glitches here and there, and we will just breathe right through those. All right. So, please bear with us. We do want to give a big special thanks to the artist who participated in our global event last month. That was on July 24th. This was our Raising Voices Stories from the Homefront event. I want to give a shout out to our co-facilitator Chip Payos and Rodi Vera. They helped to MC with me. And again, I'm Ginger Leopoldo, Artistic Director for Circa Pintig. We had many organizations, many from the Philippines, who came together for that wonderful event. And you can catch this on our Facebook page because it's available as a recording. Most recently, I had a live interview with Noah, who spoke about his organization called Connecting Dots International. So you can catch that as well. We also have a podcast that you can check out on our website. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook. There have been some fundraising initiatives. Last month, we had a benefit for APAIT's housing initiative. This was Auntie Mel's house. And I do understand I might have to fix something. So give me one moment so I can figure out which screen to share. So I'm just going to pause for a moment. Thank you for staying on live with me. Everyone can say hello. All right. So whoever is
Hello.
on hello, who is that?
Simulan niyo ito. Hello.
Hello, Melania. How are you?
I'm doing so well. Thank you.
Wonderful. We're so happy that you're here to join us, and thank you so much for getting our graphics together for the
Oh,
event.
thank you. I really enjoyed putting it together, and thank you, Ginger and Lani, for inviting me. I've been around Pintig for so many years, and especially this time, I think it's so important to have this kind of event. It's so great to see Ling there. I can see your face. I can see Lisa and everybody and all my friends from so many years around the world. Um, it's so great to have this event, and I think it's really important. And I was so pleased and so grateful that you asked me to put together the graphics for it. So salamat.
Yes, thank you so much. I know that there are three that you put together. What were some of your inspiration for getting those designs together?
Well, I'll tell you. when Lani asked me originally, she said that she wanted something that represented from being at home, because this is something like we're all coming from different places. We're all in different spaces, and we're doing this from our home. So I was just thinking of what what represents home, and something that was everybody together, as as LGBT, as queer, Pinoy, Pinays, all around the world. And I came up with three. I don't know if you can put it up there. Ginger, post
Yes,
it.
yes, I will. I'm going to try to see. And again, I'm not
So,
quite sure what is streaming, but
okay.
I
So
am
oh, there, I see it.
hoping,
It's right there.
I'm
Okay.
hoping this
So
is it.
the first one is called Kayumangi, and Kayumangi. So Ling, what's Kayumangi? I can see you're on the line. Ling, tell us about Kayumangi. What does it mean?
Unmute, Link.
I'm
Unmute.
putting you on the spot there, Ling.
Yeah, but you have to unmute. We can't hear you.
Yeah. Oh,
Brown skin, my dear.
brown skin, that's right. So I think, the whole idea about brown skin, and that's something that unites us. It's not, we have different colors of brown skin, but being brown is something that I relate to being Filipinx, and um, that's what you see in the background there, right? And I think the microphone with the fists, it's this is a very Pintig is something. Pintig is about popular theater, and there's so many different artists that are here together, and we're here to talk about. We have different voices, we have different arts, and it's about raising our voices, our expressions, to talk about our experiences and the communities and where we are around the world together. So the rainbow represents um, a symbol of us all together, coming together and doing that. The second one is blue, because it's blue there, as you see in the background. And I think that's actually what Ginger, that's what you asked me. You wanted to actually see people's faces, because it's important to actually, and not everybody's face is there. So it's the pictures that I had at the time. And it's important to see the different faces, because there's so many different people that are part of our community, and it just puts when you actually put a face to the people and to the names and to the different expressions and the different lives, it really shows that we are a community made of so many different people. And the third one is Sinawali. So Ling, I'm going to ask you again, what is Sinawali?
Oh my God, I don't know.
Okay, I don't know if my guru is watching here right now. So Sinawali, my guru, that's my, because I do Arnis with combat science, my punong guru JB. So Sinawali, it's a weaving pattern. You do know it, Ling. You see it all the time.
Sawali. I think it's
Yeah,
Sawali. Yeah.
yeah. You see it all the time, right? So where do you see it, Ling?
You see it in chairs, mostly, right?
Right.
Houses.
It's something that weaves and binds together, right?
Yes.
Yes, and that's also something that we also do in martial arts. Like it's a martial arts pattern that we do with the Arnis sticks, and that's the pattern that you see together, because that's what this open mic, we're weaving together the different stories and lives, and just bringing it back to what Lani had asked me originally, was we're coming from different homes, so that's why you see that home represented, and you see there the rooster. So that's in the Philippines, and the other animals there you see. So
Fantastic. Thank you so much
there you
again.
go.
These are just so wonderful to see, and thank you for telling us about each one of the pieces. It was definitely difficult to know which one to show and premiere, and so we're just have them all here for everyone to enjoy. Thank you. Now later on, we'll be seeing a video that you put together, so we'll hang tight and hear back from you in a little bit. Thank you.
Salamat.
Okay. Salamat din. All right, let's continue on. This is our lineup. So it is quite jam packed. We're trying to get everything done within a 2 hour time span, if not slightly less, so that there'll be room for us to um, just catch up and see how things are with everyone. I am admitting essentially the people that are in the room here are all of our performers. So as you see, there's about 12 different pieces that we'll be presenting. And we have it set up so that they are in 4 sets. And we're looking to see maybe if that can be about a half hour time, give or take. As you see, we have a variety of poems and songs and film and a play. So let's continue to do so. But before I go any farther, I did want to backtrack a bit and show you that we raised almost $500 when we had our virtual production of Mr. and Mrs. Request Go Dancing by Noel Alamit. And actually, we have Romel here. He and I presented this together with the direction of Giovanni Ortega and also with George Infantado, and we were able to raise some money as well as get some items donated to Auntie Mel's house, which was for homeless LGBTQ in Los Angeles. So we just wish to thank everyone who contributed during that fundraising drive. Our current drive is to support the People Artists Fund, and this will enable us to continue the work that we are doing, which is about the powerful storytelling um, of our artists here and globally. So we are have quite a goal to establish this fund, and the links will be found on this set of slides, which will also be shared with everyone. So again, we thank our current supporters, our soon-to-be supporters, and any amount you can contribute would be a great help. So thank you for that. This is our lineup, so we are just in time to move right into our first set, which is all about hearing the artist's voice. We'll have some poetry, a film, and a song. And without further ado, I would like to invite my co host for this section, Joseph! Unmute. You have to unmute. We can't hear you. Hello. Oh, that was your video. You have to just your sound.
Ano daw?
All right. Joseph, are you there? Do you know how to unmute? It's the one that is the microphone.
Joseph is still taking selfies.
Unmute.
Oh,
In-unmute ko na.
oh, there. I can hear you now. How are you?
Yeah. But I'm getting lost. What's going on here?
Yeah, I don't know. You're like disappearing. I'll go on ahead and stop share for a moment.
Yeah, I know. Just share ano ko na. Hold on na. Kanina ready na. Ayan na, ready na ako. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now.
But can you see me?
I can see you. How are
Oh,
you,
yeah.
Joseph? Where are you? Where are you
Ready,
calling
ready
from?
na. I'm from here in California, in Cerritos. Welcome, welcome. We thank you, Ginger. Naku, ganda-ganda ni Ginger. Oh my God. And of course, Global Queer Filipino. Welcome, my name is Joseph. And it's my first time here. I didn't even know what to expect. And Ginger, you told us everything. And I started getting so excited about it. And congratulations to all the endeavors and to all the good things that you're doing. Bonggang-bongga yan. And thank you for inviting me to be your co-host.
Thank you, Joseph. We're just managing our way. We're navigating our way through. And, you know, our room is supposed to be for the artists, all of those that are here to present. We have about a dozen different acts.
Wow.
Did you have a chance to see our lineup?
Yes, kaya nga ako that's why I get so excited eh. And then I didn't even know these people. So the more I'm excited to know them, to hear them, and to see their artistry.
Well, there you go. Now,
Surprise.
it will be a surprise, but you know,
Mhm.
our first performers will be poetry. Do
Yeah.
you admire this poetry, this form of art?
Oh yes, I love poetry.
Excellent. And actually, prior to that, because many of us are artists, whether in the theater or using our voices, writers, we are going to start with a physical warm up.
Okay.
Okay. This one is called Peel Banana. Have you ever?
Okay.
Okay. So I would like to welcome first Lavian Joey Flores. She is going to lead us in a warm up.
You
Hello,
warm up.
Joey.
Tama ako dyan sa warm up na yan,
backup
ha?
bananas.
Whole team of them. Okay, sige. Are we supposed
Join
to
ako dyan
stand
sa
up?
warm up na yan.
Join,
Pwede
yes.
ba stand up? Okay, so let's
Should
listen.
join. Everybody should join.
I'll make it quick. I'll just do two. So
Okay, just a couple. Here we go.
Yeah. here we
We
go.
have to echo.
Hands up.
5, 6, 7, 8. Peel banana. Peel, peel banana. Peel banana. Peel, peel
Feel banana.
banana. Go, go banana. Go banana. Go, go banana. Style the mullet. Style, style the mullet. Style the mullet. Style, style the. You gotta rock the mullet. Rock, rock the mullet. Rock, rock the mullet. Rock, rock the mullet.
Are you warmed up? Thank you very much.
Galing.
Grabe, pinagpawisan agad ako.
I know. Are you warmed
Galing
up
naman ni
already?
Joey.
Thank
Na-relax
you.
ako doon. Na-relax ako doon sa exercise na yan. Joey, panalo yan. Winner.
Thank you. Mas mahaba pa pero
Gumaganong-ganong pa, oh. Gusto ko yung ganyan. Oh, winner. Winner,
That's
di
the short
ba?
version.
All right. So we give the floor to Joey and Lani. Joey is a versatile performer and an impassioned poet here from Chicago. She is a longtime Circa Pintig member as well. So we're so very happy that she's here today to share some of her words with us and with Lani as well. So I'll go on ahead and mute myself so we can hear from...
Mute din ako.
Oh, sige.
Sige.
I am from Rainbow,
I'm from tropical depression.
from whiskey and abandoned journals.
From Olivetti and La Germania stove.
I am from the snow in a traffic jam, forbidding, congested, every breath taking its toll.
I am from a 2-mile hike to the nearest Jollibee that could turn into a 2-hour ride on the jeepney. Exhaust fumes like a pack of cigarettes on a drinking night.
I am from pine trees and bougainvilleas, whose scarlet hue stains like a bleeding heart.
I am from dandelions and sampaguita.
I am from slippery stairs and guilt.
Crazy 8, marble floors, and heat.
I am from Blair and Josephine.
Nante and Melly.
I am from the smart Alex and hopeless romantics. From brush your teeth and take a nap.
I am from Lay Hands and Nuno sa Punso, the unseen elves that inhabit the anthill in the backyard.
I am from the mass every Sunday in a dress. Enough said.
I am from Join the Church Choir so you can see your crush.
I am from Tandang Sora and the Spaniards.
I am from Tagalog and English and un poquito Espanol.
White rice and steamed kangkong with toyo.
Crispy pata and kare-kare.
From the Tita, is she a boy or a girl? Car ride with my aunt to, is your daughter a tomboy? Question bombarding my mama.
From what are you really? Make up your mind already. My queerness queried like the nonchalant camote. Are you fruit? Vegetable? Neither.
Sealed and personalized bounded books of my mama's hopeful dreams.
And with the ashes of parental units that my siblings can't seem to let go of.
I am from these black and white images, slowly peeling off to a haze of red,
Orange,
yellow,
green,
blue,
indigo,
violet.
I am from tropical depression.
and I am from Rainbow that comes after. Maraming salamat po. Bow. Bow.
Wow, snaps. That's wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing your poetry, Joey. Thank you, Lani, for reading with her. All right. So I would like to, I will turn my video back on. And so I would like to, first of all, mention again, we are still working our way through how to use this format of being live. As you see, in the room with us are all of the artists that will be presenting this evening at our global event. And again, we do have a fundraiser. So our fundraiser is to help raise money for our People Artists Fund. And you will see the link and information on our Facebook page. So please make sure you contribute if you can. But as we continue on, our next one to come up is a film. And so this film is called Greenstock. And I'll just share my screen so we can take a look and enjoy. Here we go. This is our next.
Kiranin ka to? May membership card ka ba ho? Meron. Kaso di ko dala eh. Kung may ID ka. Pwede ba to? Oo. Sandali lang. Thank you.
All right. Bravo, bravo. I would like to have join us Desirina El Muradi and Christina Ling Romulo. They
Hey
are,
everyone. So we
whoops,
just got
Woohoo!
nice. So, Joseph, what did you think of the short film? It was called Greenstock. The street noise of Queens, New York forms a rhythmic backdrop for a Filipina video clerk whose life of quiet isolation is disrupted by an older woman. Desirina and Ling, are you here?
Yes.
Yes, I'm here. Yeah. Hi, Des. Hi, Des.
Hi, Ling.
How is it going now? I noticed that the film was made in 2003. Is that right?
Long time.
Yes.
That's so great. And Des and where are you calling in from? Oh, there you are.
I'm in Washington Heights in Uptown, New York.
Oh, I see. How are things there in New York?
It's beautiful. We've gone through a lot in the past 4 months.
Oh, wow.
It's we're still here.
Good. Good. You're surviving well. I know Illinois is on the naughty list. We aren't allowed to visit New York. I was hoping to go and see the Niagara Falls next week, but it doesn't seem like we are allowed to do so.
You have to quarantine for 2 weeks.
I know that would, well, I guess if all of our work is now online, this is possible as long as we can get Wi Fi. Joseph, would you like to ask Ling and Des give them some comment or feedback about this?
You know, it's I couldn't really express how I feel when I was watching that movie. It's so maiksi lang siya, but I felt so different emotions. There was fear, there was loneliness, there was obsession, and it's so typical of someone who is so isolated and she can't really express herself to the world. Parang na-lonely ako pero ang ganda nung napanganga talagang ang ganda ng movie. Ba't ngayon ko lang to nakita? It should really be seen by so many people all over the world kasi ang ganda-ganda niya, and congratulations to who directed this, to whoever write this. Si Laling ba yan? Si Laling?
Yes, salamat.
Uy, ang ganda-ganda na ano talaga ako, kapatid talagang na. Alam mo, hindi ako nagbibiro all throughout, I'm speechless. Like, oh my God. Ha? Oh, ay, iba-iba talaga yung, sa bawat scene talaga nag-iba-iba talaga yung, ang daming subtext. Narungaw ako dun sa ano, dun sa nag-iisa siya at nalulumbay. Pero ang ganda. Ang ganda-ganda ng movie nyo. Thank you for sharing this. Sabi ko nga, this is unexpected. Hindi ko ina-expect kung ano makikita ko rito. And again, thank you to all of you na binigyan nyo ako ng chance to be with you, to experience your artistry. Maraming salamat. And really, especially getting to know yung mga creative people like you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome.
Salamat din.
Now, Ling, you also have some other things to share with us. Is that right?
Yes, and Lani asked me to share some works with you guys.
Yes, yes.
Am I doing it or are you?
Nope, you may do so. Yes, you have the ability to share screen whenever you're ready. Thank you.
Okay.
Mhm.
Can you see, guys?
Yes. Let's see.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're seeing it.
All right. Right now, I see, I think all of us. Oh, yes, we see it. We see pictures. Mm-hmm.
You shared
Okay.
it and then it left. You have to share it again. Press
All
share.
right.
Share screen.
Share. Ooh, photo. Technical difficulties.
That's okay. That's the beauty of a live production.
Did it share?
It's shared for 1 second.
Ah,
Just press
you know,
it. Press it once.
There it is.
can you see it now?
You know, there is a little bit of a delay from the time that you share to the time when we see it on the screen. So I think maybe when you do have it shared, then
There.
yeah.
Working.
Is it there now?
Yep.
All right. What you're seeing is it's a clothes rack. It's called Butterfly, and they're clothes that I have worn from age 1 to 58. So it's a self-portrait, and it goes through some sort of transformation. So I figured I'll choose like queer works for this presentation. And then I can show you a few more, and then we're done.
Thank you.
Hold on. This one is called "You Gotta Hold on Me," and it's my ex-girlfriend's underwear bra.
Hello, everyone.
And then okay. This work I did for a group show called Bound, and it's a bra. It's not mine. It's a bra that I cemented because I just hate wearing bras. So it's just a fun piece. And then this is called Well. It's for a show called Sex at the recent art fair here in Manila. And It's sort of a sandbag. It's a pillow. It's a suede pillow, and I embroidered pink pearls on it, on a mirror metal platter. So I'm just having fun with materials that you normally don't use for art. And then I'll show you a last. Um, I did this years ago. It's called what do I call it? Anyway, there are two chairs, Kingdom and Queendom. I guess Queendom should be first. They're two huge chairs made of crutches. So basically, I use people's discards, and I try to make fun with the materials that I have. That's it.
Woohoo! Can we like say react?
I have too many works, so this is just, a sampling.
Don't you
So
have an
that's it.
upcoming show?
I have a few group shows coming up. I canceled my solo show. But yeah, I'm busy. I work every day. To keep sane. I think I want to share one more photo if I can do that. Hold on. Hold on. This is just like it's sort of a delay. You won't do
We
it.
can't hear you, Ginger.
Hold on. Um, I just want to share this last piece. You see it?
Yes.
So since the lockdown, since March, I've been doing hearts. I think I made a dozen hearts. This one is the first one I made. It's called A Few Small Nips. Um, they're made of pencils and rapidograph. No, not rapidograph. Dermatograph pencils. And it's based on a title of a painting by Frida Kahlo called A Few Small Nips. And the story behind that painting is this man standing, and there's a bed with a woman, his wife, who's slaughtered. She's like bleeding and has multiple holes. And in court, when they asked him why he did that, because she committed adultery, he said, but I only gave her a few small nips."
Oh, can you repeat that, Ling? The last one.
When he was asked,
Yeah.
when he was asked why he did that, because she had multiple wounds all over her body, he told the judge, but I only gave her a few small nips.
Oh, wow. Thank you for sharing.
So anyway, this is my take on that piece. That's it, guys.
Wonderful piece. Thank you so much, Ling. And thank you, Des, for sharing your film as well. Again, this was Greenstock.
What
We
about yeah, never mind.
we will have a link of the video as well if it's okay to share. Um, but thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. All right. Next up is Amihan Ruiz with Baghari. We have a pre-recorded video of hers. She's going to share with us a song. So again, for all of our performers, if we can be on mute so that we can hear our next piece, and I will share my screen so we can watch together. Here we go.
Hello everyone, this is Moro Ami from the Philippines at ikinagagalak kong maging bahagi ng Circa Pintig Monthly Beats open mic na ito para sa Global Queer Filipinx. Hi, hello sa lahat ng samot-samot saring kasarian sa buong mundo. Ikinagagalak ko din pong katawanin ng Bahaghari Philippines kasama ng kaibigan kong si Carla sa palatuntunan ito. At matapos ng spiel ko ay hahandugan ko po kayo ng aking kantang pinamagatang buo. Para sa ating mga buo na kahit ano pang tingin ng iba. This is the song na pinaprepare ko para sa isang collaboration with Pinsan.ph. Isang album na nawa ma-release namin next year. So abangan. In the meantime, para sa ating mga buong buo ang loob, para po to sa inyo. Enjoy!
Muro ami sumisisid, sumasabog, nakalalagot. Hininga, walang salamin na nakikita kong malinaw. Lakas ng liwanag, diwa kong nakakasilaw. Bawasan man o madagdagan, ikaw pa rin ikaw. Katawan at kaluluwa ko'y nabubuhayan ng dugo. Dahil buong buo ako, dahil buo aking loob. Kahit tingnan pa sa labas, ang pagkatao ko'y wagas. Buong buo ako, tumitibok, nabubuhayan ng dugo. Buo aking loob, umipinti, hindi ako tako, nananinindigan. Buong buo ako, akin ako, buo aking loob. Hindi sa'yo, tignan pa sa labas, ang pasya ko, kapangyarihan ko'y wagas, di mapigilan. Nyari, grabe, dami nilang sabi sa mga pangyayari na sa'yo nangyari, di bale, swabe. Sige lang abante, laban na kung laban, bawi lang kung bawi. Kalayaan ko kung paano magdala, tao din ako kaya alam mo na. Kailan ba matatauhan sila na pumupuna, punong-puno, sinapupunan ko ng bagong simula. Kaya excuse me lang, wag kang harang sa aking inabukasan, sa aking kaligtasan. Hoy, ano to laglagan? Dapat may sapat, ito'y karapatan lamang, itong pananagutan nating sama-sama. Nakikita kong malinaw, lakas ng liwanag, diwa kong nakakasilaw. Bawasan man o madagdagan, ikaw pa rin ikaw. Katawan at kaluluwa ko'y nabubuhayan ng dugo. Dahil buhay pa rin ako at dahil buhay ko ito. Isa sa buhay ko, isa sa buhay ko, ang kapangyarihan ko. Isa sa buhay ko, isa sa buhay ko, di mapipigilan, oh. Isa sa buhay ko, isa sa buhay ko, at maninindigan, oh. Ang pasya kong ito makapangyarihan.
Yay!
How was that?
Galing!
That was so lovely.
Ang
Yes.
saya-saya nung kanta.
Yes, Amihan wasn't able to join us because she had to work.
Yeah.
She has her friend Carla is here with us, and she'll be sharing some spoken word in a moment. But Joseph, Ling, what did you think?
Galing!
This is a good song.
Na-update ako sa genre. Ang ganda, ang saya-saya. Ang saya nung kanta niya.
Yes, this is wonderful. Well, we'll be hearing more from our artists with Baghari, and again, Mihan Ruiz shared with us her song. Joseph, we'll be hearing from you in a moment. We can't wait. But coming up next, our next set of moderators will be Chip Payos and Romel Rojas. So I will give them the floor. Thank you both for helping
Sige.
us moderate the second set. What do we think so far about our lineup?
Ang galing!
Thank you so much, Ginger and Joseph, and all the
Thank
other
you.
performers. My name is Chip Pios. I'm in Chicago right now. I'm born and raised in the Philippines. I've worked with for many years, and we're still here. How are you, Romel?
Good, good. So I'm here in LA, and same thing. I was born and raised in the Philippines, and I moved here in 2004. And LA is burning right now, but with the heat wave, but we're managing. We're hanging on.
So you are just tuning in. This is Circa Pintig's Monthly Beats, and tonight's topic is a global queer Philippine X open mic. So
Yes.
we do this open mic, but it's actually like invited guests here that we're featuring. We're very proud to feature different artists, Filipino artists, all over the world,
Yes.
in different time zones. And if you know anyone or if you'd like to partake in our program, you can contact Ginger Leopoldo of Circa Pintig or any one of us, and we'll connect you and we'll you showcase your work in our program here in Facebook Live.
That's right. In fact, what's beautiful about this is that we don't have a specific genre. We're actually looking for different genres. So it can be poetry, it can be a film, it can be dancing, or like even, I think like the last open mic we had like a yoga meditation session. So anybody who can do anything in front of the camera is very welcome and would love to have you for our next open mic.
Yes, and this is a safe space for everyone and a welcoming space. So actually, we have a very busy night, right, Romel? So
yes,
if you don't mind, do you know any of these first performers? Because I do.
I've heard of Lanny. I've spoken to her before. Just kidding. Lanny, come on up.
Yeah, Miss
Come on up.
Carl is also based in
What's happening?
Solon.
No interviews, please. I don't need.
We're gonna go.
It will happen. We have to interview you.
We're gonna go ahead and just introduce the performers. We start with Lavian Joey Flores. I know them all. They're all my friends from Chicago very well. I've worked with them and they're excellent and wonderful and just great human beings. Lavian Joy Flores, she did the intro to our program, the banana warm up, narrating this play Stolen, and it'll be performed by Gabrielle Lingat, Miss Gabby. She's in Las Vegas, Nevada. After the performance, we'll have a little
chit chat.
Frankie Radosevich of Chicago. I've worked with Frank too. He's wonderful actor.
How do you flick it?
Take it away, guys.
Oh, there.
Gabby Lingat, Frank Radosevich, and Lavian Joey Flores.
I will
Manny Montreal,
share.
Poland.
Quiet on the set. We're ready for our play. We present to you Stolen by Lani T. Montreal. Other actors, performers, if you want to stop your video, you may do so. But for now, we will have our play reading next. Thank you.
Stolen by Lonnie T. Montreal. Cast: Jackie, 35 to 40 years old, gorgeous Filipino trans woman, played by Gabrielle Lingat. Eric, 25 to 35 years old, white cis-identified male, played by Frankie Radosevich. Stage directions: Lavian Joey Flores. Directed by Louis Pascasio. Setting: a middle-class condominium in Chicago or any other big city in US. Scene 1. Jackie's on the phone talking to someone giddily.
Stop, Gina.
Oh, come on. I don't kiss and tell. You're right, though. Um, or I may be hook, line, and sinker. Is that right, idiom? You're so naughty. It's just that he makes it so easy. What? No, I don't know. I haven't. Why? Why? What do you mean, why? It's my business, Gina. I am not obligated to tell him, that's why. What do you mean I have to? It's not like I'm a convicted felon. Even then, I don't think it should matter. No, no, I don't agree with you.
A second call was coming through. She answers.
Yes? Okay, hold on. Gina, I have to take this call. It's about my credit card. I don't know. Anyway, I'll call you back. Yes, huh? What? No, I'm not in New York. I haven't been in 2 years. What? What do you mean? You can't charge me for something I didn't buy.
Doorbell rings.
Hold on a second. Who is it? Who is it?
Me!
Come on up.
Jackie buzzes him in and unlocks door while still on the phone.
First of all, I just told you I'm over here, not there. I haven't been out of Chicago for the last year or so. Please fix this. Bye. Fuck.
She starts looking for something in her bag, opens her wallet, searches the pockets, goes on all fours to look under sofa.
What the fuck? I know it was just here.
Eric enters in a jovial mood, notices Jackie's anxious searching. He drops to the floor and starts searching too.
So what are we looking for here? Phone, keys?
No, it's nothing. I really shouldn't worry about it. I'm sure it's going to be okay.
Of course it's going to be okay. I'm here now. They're there. Daddy's going to make everything all right. All right, come here.
It's just that someone bought Victoria's Secret lingerie and had a blast at the Hyatt in New York using a credit card in my name. Can you believe it?
Continues looking in her bag.
So you think you lost your credit card? Did someone steal it?
Yeah, but I'm also worried about my green card.
Oh, your green card.
Yes, my green card.
She empties her bag on the coffee table.
So what does it look like? I mean, is it like green?
It's off-white, actually. A little pink, maybe.
So you mean all this time I was thinking a green card was green because it was a green card?
I know, right? I guess it used to be. Anyway, I never should have put it in my purse. I usually just leave it in a dresser drawer, but I went to the DMV to get a replacement license for the one I lost, and I'm just so forgetful.
So why is it important that we find it now, babe?
Oh, it's just that I worry that I might have lost it. It's very hard to get a replacement, you know. I don't want to have to submit all the paperwork, you know.
Not really, but okay. You should report that stolen credit cards to the police.
No cops. I don't like cops.
Jackie, don't be so paranoid. This is not the Philippines. They're not going to haul your ass up to jail without a warrant. Believe it or not, the police can be helpful sometimes.
He flirts with her more, massages her back. This calms Jackie somewhat. They start making out.
To you, maybe, seeing as you're sorely lacking in melanin.
Oh, come on. You can't be serious. Are we having this conversation again? Stop worrying about that for a second, will you? Take a deep breath.
Thanks.
Why do you let yourself get so worked up? It's not worth it, you know, all that energy.
You don't understand.
Well, then make me.
Some of the time.
Shit, sorry. Willie? Well, don't tell me what I can handle, what I cannot handle. How long are we together?
About 3 months, give or take.
And we haven't celebrated our month series. Just kidding. I get too when people do that. Seriously.
That we can agree upon.
What else?
What else what?
Well, what are the things we can agree upon? What are the things we cannot compromise on? I mean, they say relationships are all about compromise.
Relationship. Now there's a big word. What? What you want to know now?
Well, why not? I think there are things that we absolutely should be on the same page about. Like me being a liberal Democrat and you being
raving Republican.
What?
Just kidding. I agree, but for now I just want to look for my stuff.
Oh, how about I help you look for it later? I just got an idea. Let's play a game. A getting to know you game. I play this with my friends all the time now and then.
Depends. What's the name of the game?
Never have I ever.
Never have I ever what? What kind of game is that?
A drinking game.
Okay. I don't know how to go.
Okay. Well, so I would say, never have I ever.
August 21st, just a little.
Never have I. So I would say, never have I ever eaten Indian food. And you, if you've done it, you would have drink and tell the story behind it. So we'll go back and forth. How about that?
Sure.
All right, I'll start. Never have I ever eaten, or never have I ever gone to church.
Really? Wow, good for you. I used to go to church with my family all the time.
Oh, what denomination?
Catholic, Cerrado.
What does that mean?
Devout. I mean, if you go to church and are seen standing outside the door, your attendance does not count. You have to eat you have to not eat meat on Fridays during Lent, and you have to confess all your sins.
Well, that sounds a bit fanatical. I would like to know, what sins do you have to confess? Let me be your priest.
Okay, well, am I supposed to answer that, Father Eric? I thought I just have to tell the story behind my never have I ever whatever.
Okay, fine. Anyway, I come from a mixed religion family. Many of us are Quakers or friends of Quakers.
Quakers?
Yes. We're a peace-loving family of God. We believe God is in everyone, even the lowliest criminal. We have a direct line to Jesus. No need for a priest. We don't go to church. We have meetings. At least that's what I remember growing up. I consider myself more of an agnostic now. I think even the non-conforming religions become the thing they hate the most.
Which is?
Organized religion. Anyway, it's your turn.
Okay, let me think about this for a moment. Never have I ever cheated on my taxes.
Oh, got me there. I only did it a few times when I was young. I was working tables at O'Malley's, and I didn't report it. I got paid in cash. Don't tell me you've never done that.
Nope. Always paid my taxes if I need to.
Really? What do you mean if you need to?
You know, If you only make less than a certain amount a week or a year, then you don't have to report it. There was time I wasn't even working or wasn't making enough money.
Really?
Really? Why is that so hard to believe? You think just because I'm an immigrant, I work under the table?
I don't mean it like that. Anyway, it's my turn. Never have I ever dated a younger woman.
What? You got some kind of fetish for older women?
I don't know. You haven't even told me how old you really are. So you experimented, huh? Do tell.
Nothing to tell. It was a moment, I guess. My turn. Never have I ever gotten dumped in my life.
That can't be true. You must have, even in high school.
Not really. I'm usually the dumper, never the dumpy.
No way. No way. Hello?
It's not like I've been into a lot of relationships.
Do tell how many.
No, you're the one who drank. You tell the story of your worst breakup.
All right, fine. So I was dating this girl I met at working at a cafe. We're having a good time, but I knew something was not right somehow. I felt she was being very secretive.
Really? Well, don't you think we're all entitled to our own little secrets? I mean, just must we know everything about a person we're with? I don't even know what you're thinking right now, and I don't think I need to know. I mean,
Yes, but if you're in a relationship with someone, shouldn't you be truthful?
only if it hasn't any bearing on the relationship. At least that's what I think. Anyway, what happened with the girl who dumped you?
Oh, yeah. Well, so I was feeling quite uneasy about her. So I was ready for the dumping, and if she didn't have the courage to do it, I was going to do it myself.
Without knowing what it was that you felt she was keeping from you?
Well, wasn't that important enough, and she couldn't tell me, then maybe it wasn't important to her.
Was she that important to you?
I thought she was. But I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. And part of it was because I knew she was keeping something from me.
So, how did it end?
No. Well, that day she asked me if we could walk the lake, which was like 10 blocks from her house. Anyway, we walked and talked about everything and anything, but nothing about us. The moment we get there, she starts crying. So I ask her, what was wrong? She tells me, I know I'm supposed to love you, but I just don't. She went on and on about, I don't know, how I was like one of the sweetest guys that she knew.
And what did you say?
I was just upset that she made us walk all that way, the lake, to break up with me. I told her. Now we have to walk back because I left my car keys on her kitchen counter.
Oh my.
Well, the next time I saw her, she was arm in arm with someone else. She seemed very happy.
Did she see you? What did she say?
Well, she apologized and told her it was not a problem. That I just wish she had told me her little secrets.
Her secret?
She preferred girls. I was really glad to see her so happy with her girlfriend. You know, free at last, right? Anyway, my turn. Never have I ever dated a younger woman.
What?
I'm guessing you have, so drink up and do tell.
Are you sure you want to hear this? Anyway, I can't believe you haven't done it.
Well, I grew up in the suburbs. My parents were always out. I didn't need to do it in a public space. Oh, wait. I guess I actually have done it at the parking lot of the Forest Preserve.
Drink up, my man.
Fine, but don't think you're gonna tell me your story.
I know, not trying to get away. It was at a movie theater. He was a boy in my class. We were 15.
That's it?
A few more times in a public restroom.
Which one, the boys or the girls?
Why should it matter?
It doesn't, I just want to know.
The boys.
You naughty girl. You're making me so hard right now, just thinking about that.
You know, I really have to go back to work looking for my green card.
Oh, come on, let's take a break. Come on. You know, just kind of feeling there's something that you haven't shared with me yet.
Oh, Eric, but doesn't the mystery make it more exciting?
Hey. So what are we at here?
What? Oh, shit.
He grabs it back, tries to look at it. Jackie grabs it back. A scuffle ensues between the two, with Jackie visibly getting upset. After a minute, Jackie stops trying to get it back. Eric is amused.
Fine, I'm tired of playing games.
Okay. I mean, don't be upset now. Here it is. I'm not even gonna look. Here, see? So what, you were having a bad hair day? Lighting was bad? Here, I'm not even gonna look. See? Here, eyes closed. Here.
It's okay, you can look at it.
Huh?
I said it's okay, you can look. I don't care anymore. It was good while it lasted anyway.
All right, what are you talking about?
Well, my friend Gina thinks you need to know. I certainly don't think so at first, but then you told me about that horrible breakup story, and so it got me thinking.
Oh, what? You're a lesbian too? So it wasn't just a moment. God damn. Story of my life. Do I have a sign that says crib hanger on my forehead?
No, I'm not a lesbian, but I don't know about that sign.
Okay, so you experimented. I mean, what, was this a phase for you?
Not even. Listen, I'm not into other women.
Thank God. So what is it then?
Just look at the fucking green card.
Looks at the card. His demeanor changes from excited to scared to angry.
But this is not you.
He tries to give it back to her, but she shoves it back. They go back and forth like this.
Please, Eric.
Holds it and looks at it hesitantly.
Oh. Why are you showing this guy's? Oh God. God, it can't be.
It is.
No, this can't be. This is a joke? Tell me this is a joke. Jackie, please. Is that even your real name? I don't understand. Why didn't you tell me?
I'm sorry. It's just that when we met at Berlin 6 months ago, I thought you knew. Straight guys go there to ogle at lesbians making out, but not you. You all had eyes for me. By the time I realized you didn't know, it was too late. I was starting to like you.
I was with my friends. I mean, I thought you were bi. It was women's obsession nights. You know, girls serving for girls. I mean, there were a lot of straight dudes at the club, couples even. You know, I was thinking you'd tell me that you used to be with women, and I was going to tell you it was okay, that I didn't mind. Well, you know, fuck. Oh, then how we?
Oh, stop.
You mean?
It's all gone. Snip, snip.
Fuck. How could I be so stupid? And when were you planning on telling me this? Or did you think I'd never find out?
I didn't think it should matter.
How could you not think? Huh? Are we not living on the same planet?
I'm still the same person, still the same Jackie.
Oh, no, I don't think so. You're not the same person. I don't know. I don't know.
Ooh, I have always known, I have always identified as a woman. It's just that I didn't have the right body parts.
I can't believe I fell for this. Fuck!
So, was it all just a lie?
You are asking me?
Well, you can't deny there's something there. You were talking about having a relationship, taking it a step further.
But that was before.
Before what?
Before you told me who you really are.
But I am who I really am. When you look at me, what do you see?
I see a beautiful woman in her prime.
I rest my case.
That's not the point. I mean, perception is different from the definition. You know, it's like denotation versus connotation.
Right. Tell me about connotation, Eric. What is a man? Someone who takes care of his family? Who does the heavy lifting in the house, like sports or plays ball with his son? Someone who likes to have sex with women? But that is not who I am. Can't you see? Never have I ever been a man.
I don't know. I just don't know.
Who defines us? Who defines who we are? Shouldn't we define who we are?
But we don't. Not really. Society defines us, our friends, community, families, my students, your clients.
I agree, but shouldn't we?
But isn't this why you changed who you are? To fit into the mold and the definition of what a female is? So you do not have any responsibility to tell me.
It's my business.
Yes, unless it has any bearing on the relationship. Yeah, I was listening. Apparently I'm not important enough to you.
No, you are important. I just don't know what I was thinking.
Damn it. I care about you. This is so fucked up. I'm fucked. Fuck. This is the word heartbreak.
I'm sorry, Eric.
Me too. Me too.
Jackie hesitantly reaches out to touch him. At first, Eric rejects her, but after a moment, he grabs Jackie and embraces her. Jackie's cell phone starts ringing. She was going to take it, but decides to just let it ring. Lights dim to black. The end.
Very nice.
That was wonderful.
Very
Congratulations.
nice.
I miss you guys so much. Frank, Myla, and Lani and Lavian. Wonderful job. So
Thank you.
give us a little scoop. Is this the next play for Circa Pintig?
Well, ask Lani. Lani.
Yeah.
Ask Louis. Ask Louis. Ask Ginger.
Ginger and Louis Pascal has been directing with Circa Pintig for ages.
Lani, quickly, what is the inspiration behind the screenplay?
Quickly. It was actually a story that was told by a friend who already passed away. And I thought, wow, what a interesting story, and also quite comedic, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in his story, it wasn't as comedic. It was pretty tragic. So when his boyfriend found out, so because he wasn't identifying as trans, he was really a gay man who was just a drag, and so then I just kind of developed the story even more and asked and interviewed some people about it. So that's
very nice.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
because I think it provides like an insight to what transgender people struggle with. It's like meeting someone, and it's actually you're coming out to that person every single time you meet a new person that you want to be in a relationship with. And the first time you did that, it's hard for everybody, and it's just so hard. You have to do it over and over and over again until you find someone who can understand you for who the person is and embracing that truth. Yeah, very beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Roma, my first kwento ko lang kay Roma, my first first time meeting Gabriel and Gavin and Frank actually were my first play with Circa Pintig, and it's actually an LGBT theme too, and it just dawned on me that like we've come a long way in the struggle, but yet we still have a lot of work to do with like educating people about the different colors of this rainbow. So
I agree. It's like you're just being different, and people don't understand why you're different, and that where I think where the trouble is coming from. They just don't understand. So I think the more we do,
like you have to explain yourself,
right? I mean, like it's not your responsibility to do that, but at the same time, you educate people. Like that fine balance of explaining and like showing the truth. Yeah.
And not getting angry about it.
Right.
like
yes.
Didn't you know this? Like you've known me for so many years. So like not me, like no.
Right. Beautiful, very beautiful.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Lani, I have a question. Lani?
Hi.
Gabby.
I have a question.
I'm here. Yes.
Are you planning to work on this into a full feature play? I mean,
well, I think that was what everybody was saying, and I think, I've also been working with Gabrielle with this script, and just sending her the edits that I have, and then giving me feedback. So we're hoping to develop it into full-length play. Are you gonna help me, Gabrielle?
Call me Myla.
Call me Myla. Myla.
Myla with
So yeah,
Stop with me to
eventually.
everybody.
Wonderful.
Thanks,
All right.
I
guys.
don't know.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
sure.
And Chip, what do we have next on the program?
We have Miss Lisa Valencia Svensson. Based in Toronto, right, Lisa? Initially, we had you based in New York, or are you moving back and forth from New York and Toronto? Lisa Valencia Svensson,
Oh,
everybody.
I'm on now.
Yes. Hi, Lisa.
I live in Toronto and I work for a Brooklyn-based documentary production company. So prior to COVID, I was going there regularly. Right now, I go there regularly in my mind.
Right. For safety reasons.
Yes. Yes.
Lisa is an Emmy Award-winning documentary producer and Vice President of Finance at Multitude Film. She also co-produced Pray Away, featured in Tribeca at 2020, Call Center Blues, also SXSW.
Oh, that was at South by Southwest, that film festival.
And
Are these, I'm sorry, Chip, just a quick question. Are these projects mostly documentaries or are they like narrative?
They're all
genre?
documentaries.
Do you have like a specific topic you work on, or it's wide?
I suppose the company I work on now is all working on stories by and about underrepresented voices. So BIPOC, Black, Indigenous people of color, or women, or LGBTQ, or people with disabilities. So we're not only telling their stories, but it's filmmakers who are from the communities whose stories are being told, or who are very close,
Wonderful.
are connected or from.
Like providing voices and a platform for them.
Absolutely, but we are ourselves those people. Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes.
And Lisa, you also produced Call Her Ganda, which had a lot of critical acclaim in 2018. Can you tell us more about that? Because I know a lot of friends who are like fans of your work.
Oh, wow, that's wonderful. Well, I was really fortunate to be one of 4 producers. PJ Raval was the director, and he was also one of the producers. We were all Filipino producing team, and 3 out of 4 of us were queer. It's the story of the murder of Jennifer Laude in 2014 by a U.S. Marine, and then the fact that the Americans were trying to get the Marine out of having to pay any sort of legal price for what he did. And then it's the story of 3 women in the Philippines who are fighting back in different ways for justice.
And it's currently available on which platform?
A variety of platforms like iTunes, like I think Vudu, Canopy, Amazon. If you go to our website, callherganda.com, then you can find all the specifics there of how you can watch the film now.
Wonderful. And Chip, I guess Lisa is giving us a poem, is reading a poem tonight.
Actually, I have 3 quick ones.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead, take the stage.
Okay. So these are all poems I wrote a long time ago, but that was when I was really exploring my identity as Filipino and as queer, lesbian, and first really figuring this out about myself in the 90s when I was in my 20s. This one is a poem about cultural appropriation. It's called Garments of Oppression, and in brackets, fabric softener for sensitive skins. So you find our cultures, our pasts, our glories, hanging from a rack in a boutique. Small, medium, large, our ancestral rhythms have been cut to your size. Vibrations, the melodies that held our peoples together through centuries of growth and survival. Our wisdoms echoing in the patterns woven into our cloth. Our pride, our knowledge safeguarded in the intricate designs, the careful collections of colors. These are now on your backs, garments of one more oppression, one more appropriation. While I must search for those same melodies in non-existent textbooks in a transformed land, while I must pick up the broken threads, the tattered remnants of a culture long ago deemed worthless, so I may once again weave the splendor and adorn my soul. So that's one poem. I have another poem which is about the Philippines proper. And this was at a time when I would think of a title for the poem in English, and then I'd look up the word in a Tagalog dictionary. Then I'd name the poem that word, even if it wasn't quite the right word. So this was called Tago, I think, which is something hidden away. So here we go. And it's exploring my relationship, my disconnection to the Philippines. I was born and raised in Toronto. I'm half Filipino, half Swedish American, and didn't grow up around a lot of Filipinos or Filipino culture. So, snatches of culture, your islands painted across my mind, like a billboard of lush tropical promises. Delicate morsels of fruit packed away in forbidding jars. I wear your lace, your fibers, and dream of paradise. Philippines used to be a fantasy for me, small parcels of land nestled off the coast, surrounded by the blue, blue sea. Philippines. Syllables rolling off my tongue, into the air and twisting round, forming an invisible cloak of heritage I thought I wore so proud. Secrets scrawled across your wide face, your round cheeks, nose, mouth, the past looking out at me through your eyes. Why to this day do our realities remain so tightly hidden in my heart? So again, I realized I wrote that poem to my mom, and I wrote this easily 25 or more years ago when I was really first exploring my connection to Filipino roots. The last one is from a book published in the Philippines called Eros Pinoy. Here it is. And this book is an anthology of contemporary erotica in Philippine art and poetry, and somehow I was included in it. It's also a while ago, and this poem is very old. So this is the erotic content of the evening, suggestive erotic. It's called Passion. My body is raging with the fury of midsummer. Nights so cool, they tingle and bless you. Days so hot, they burn you alive. I feel the rain pouring down through my bones, washing in me with a surge of sweetness. My nights spent, sheets tossed aside. My tenderness breaks loose, my body giving in, up, out, to the madness and longing I no longer hide. So there we have it.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for sharing your poems.
You're welcome.
So as you said, these are like from years ago.
Yeah.
Have you done any recent poems or like?
No, I never tried to write poems. They would tell me, they would be like, okay, go grab a piece of paper, we're coming out. And so I'd grab a piece of paper and write whatever was coming out of my mind. And that seemed to happen for 2.5, 3 years, just all the time. And then it just slowed down and stopped. And very, very once in a blue moon, sometimes a sentence will form. And I'm like, oh, where's a piece of paper and a pen? But they used to just pour out. And that was a time when I was really also exploring all the hidden sides of myself and who I really was for the first time. But that was in my 20s. I would love for them to keep coming up, but they don't.
Right. The inspiration coming in and out.
Yeah.
I was curious about Tago. So you said you don't have that much connection with the Philippines.
Not growing up, no, not really.
But how about now? Did you try to explore that side of your family?
Yeah, definitely. I've been back, I think, a total of 5 times in my lifetime and tried to reconnect with extended family. We're not, close family isn't that close, and there's not a lot of it. And extended family have been very, very warm and welcoming. And I also didn't grow up knowing them. So it's not as tight a connection as when you grew up knowing people.
Right.
But yeah, I've had the real pleasure and opportunity and honor to meet them, and they've been really welcoming and warm and taking me around and doing things with me and for me and showing me. And
The Pinoy hospitality.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Chip, what do you think, Chip?
One, right? Is the second one that you did?
Yeah, the second one.
Yeah, that made me pine back to our home country because like now like we don't even know when we can travel back.
I know. Yeah. I was supposed to go in May for a big reunion, which obviously didn't happen.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah.
But at least like you're in Canada. Better situation with like COVID and stuff there, right?
Things are more under control, but we're still very worried and very cautious, and life is topsy-turvy and surreal here too. So
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, like what's going on in the US and the Philippines is just, we want to go to Canada.
It's true. It's true.
Thank you very much, Lisa, for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks to everyone for organizing this and inviting me. It's really a joy.
It's a pleasure. Chip, you want to welcome our next guest performer?
Well, you've met him. He was boisterous segment. Our Joseph Helito. He's from right? So do you guys know each other, Romel?
No, it's my first time to virtually meet Joseph. Joseph, are you up? Where are you?
Unmute, ayan.
Oh, there you go.
Unmute ko na naman. Ayan, andito na ba ako?
Joseph.
Can you see me?
Yeah,
Not yet.
Not
no,
yet.
Ginger is sharing your photo.
There you go.
You know.
What's going on here? Is it? There you go.
I need to undo your video.
You cannot start your video because the host is disabled. It's disabled. His video call is disabled, so it has to be enabled.
Daw ako.
Your headshots are overwhelming.
There you go.
Ayan.
There you go.
Ito. The host has asked you to start your video. Okay.
Joseph.
Ayun!
There it is.
Hi. Kamusta kayo dyan?
Buti naman.
Sa LA, nakatira.
Alam mo, surprise. Thank you. Alam mo, surprise talaga ako po. Showcase pala to ng unique talents ng mga Filipinos. And I'm so glad to be a part of it. So, at ngayon, kakanta. Ako kakanta, di ba? Kakanta.
Yes. It's your turn.
Oh my goodness. Napasama to, nadamay tuloy ako. Ano ba yan? Okay, yung kakantahin ko mga friends, ito yung kanta para sa lahat ng sobrang magmahal, wagas, compassionate, yung parang pag nagmahal ka. Ang LGBT ganyan di ba? Sobrang magmahal Parang naloloka, over the top, di ba? So, bagay na bagay ito sa inyo. So, here we go. It's called Araw-Gabi. Wait lang. Di biro ang sumulat ng awitin para sa'yo. Para akong isang sirang ulo, kilo at lito. Sa aking pangina ng piano, tiklado'y pilit nilaro. Baka sakaling merong tonong bigla na lang umusbong. Tungkol sa anuman kayang awitin para sa'yo. Di biro ang gawing sukat ang titik sa tono. 10 man naging diksyonaryo kung ang tugma'y di wasto. Basta isipin di magbabago damdamin ko sa'yo. Araw-gabi.
Nasa isip ka, nagpapanaginip ka, kahit saan magpunta. Araw gabi, nalalasing sa tuwa. Kapag kapiling ka, araw gabi, tayong dalawa. Biruin mong nasabi ko ang nais kong ipahatid. Dapat mo lamang mabatid laman itong dibdib. Tila 10 daang awitin ang natapos kong likhain. Ito ang tunay na damdamin, tanggapin at tingin. Araw-gabi, nasa isip ka, napapanaginip ka, kahit saan magpunta. Araw-gabi, nalalasing sa tuwa. Kapag kapiling ka, araw-gabi tayo dalawa. Tayo dalawa. Araw-gabi, nasa isip ka, napapanaginip ka, kahit saan magpunta. Araw-gabi, nalalasing sa tuwa. Kapag kapiling ka, araw-gabi tayong dalawa. Araw-gabi tayong dalawa.
Ang
Thank you.
galing!
Thank you.
Wow! That was
Grabe.
very
Talaga?
good.
Nagustuhan mo ba?
Yes, very nice. Very nice, very nice.
Salamat.
It's nice that you have like a karaoke system set up at your house.
Di ba? Siyempre, lahat ng yan ang typical Pilipino,
I know.
kailangan may karaoke
Yes.
ka. Di ba? Pag wala kang karaoke, hindi ka Pinoy.
I agree.
Ano naman nag-compose ng Joseph? Who composed that song?
Naku, siyempre, Maestro Ryan Cayabyab.
Danny, where are we?
Ang dying, grabe.
I don't know.
Congratulations and thank you again.
We thank you sa inyo also,
Thank
ha?
you, thank you. We'd like to pass, Chip, I think we're a little in terms of time, so we'd like to pass it on to Ginger
Yes.
to take over for the third set.
And work with us with Circa.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for all of our actors and performers in that second set. We have our next set coming right up, and this is actually to introduce a short film called Centerpiece. And so Romel is one of our co-producers of this and also stars in it. And then we also have a wonderful artist. I want to just check in on Carla. She's here with us from Quezon City, Philippines. Carla, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm okay. And still COVID free.
Oh, wonderful. That is wonderful. Good news to hear. Thank you so much for being here at the start of our event. And how do you like all of the different variety of performances and pieces so far?
I feel really lucky that I get to witness this and meet the different artists over there. So before this, I have no idea about who the queer artists are abroad, and it's really amazing to see the different performances and the different art um, pieces that everyone's doing.
Fantastic. Well, thanks, Carla. We're going to be hearing from you in just a moment. And again, we appreciate you waiting until.
Fine.
Are you okay? All right. So we'll hang tight because I would like to introduce our next piece, which is a film called Centerpiece. And actually, Lonnie Montreal, our playwright, and Noah. Noah, are you here? Hello, Noah. We have you. You and Lonnie actually are chaperoning this last set. But without further ado, Lonnie, thank you so much for thinking of having this event.
Yeah. Yeah, Ginger, you're doing a great job. So you should.
Oh, I just sit in the
Thank you
background
so
here,
much for
clicking
doing this.
buttons. Yes. Well, let me get the film ready. So the piece that we're going to see next is called Centerpiece. I have already shared in our Facebook chat links to, of course, our upcoming campaign, which is to raise money for an artists fund. I've also shared a publication that shows our program for this evening's performances, so you can see everyone's bios, and there are some links there as well. So please check the chat box for Facebook. And again, this is also new for us, so thank you everyone for being here, being patient, being ready to go. Joseph, thank you for
Thank
for the
you.
wonderful music and all of the poetry we've heard. And again, everyone's been hanging tight. So we've got a next film. Guess what? Romel. We're going to get to see Romel next. Are you ready? Shall we see? Let me get it queued up. And here we go. And it's up. And again, apologies for the technical difficulty. We are going to start that one more time. Again, this is a short film called Centerpiece.
What are you doing here? I need to talk to you. I don't want to see you. 3 years didn't mean anything to you. You had 4 months. Please. I want to make things right. Thank you. Wow. You still have your magic touch. I'm glad you're using roses this time.
Had I known you were coming, I would have filled the room with daisies.
You know that would have killed me, right?
I know. So don't touch anything. I threw away all your EpiPens.
You still hate me that much.
What do you expect? You think you can come here, try to win me over, and pretend like nothing happened?
I just want us to have a civilized conversation.
Are you serious? Stop acting like you're the victim here. I lost my business because of you.
It was my business too. I helped.
You never cared about it. I opened this shop. I gave it my all, my energy, my passion, and you took it.
I worked my ass off every day in that tiny room to help you grow this business. You were so happy fixing all these beautiful arrangements. I didn't take things from you. I gave up things for you.
Gave up what? No, really, what did you give up? Because you didn't have anything. What, you're drinking? You never did that.
That's not fair. You knew I had a problem.
But you never bothered fixing it.
I tried. I went to AA meetings, support groups. But you were so focused on the shop that you became unaware to everything around you. Ollie, can you please pay attention?
What do you want? This is more important to me now than whatever excuse you have. You crashed our van drunk. You were missing for days. I'm still paying for all the lawsuits that you caused. I'm not gonna waste another second of my life on you.
You don't know.
I don't know what? That you're an alcoholic?
You don't know how hard it was to have an abusive dad who chose his whiskey over his son.
Why did you keep this from me?
I didn't want you to think less of me. I have nothing to offer. I have nothing to be proud of.
I would never think that about you.
It has controlled me all my life.
It must have been so difficult.
You didn't know what it's like.
I'm so sorry.
Are you really?
Yeah, of course.
Or you're just like faking it like always?
What are you talking about? I've supported you in many ways. I helped you pay for your therapy sessions. I was even willing to help you pay for your college.
Bullshit. You only did that so I could fit in with your snobbish friends.
You're so fucking ungrateful.
Fuck you. I don't owe you shit.
I gave you a job. I gave you a sense of direction. If it weren't for me, you'd still be flipping burgers.
It's finally out. Huh? You're ashamed that I have a degree, a fancy job. You only wanted to be with me so you could fix me like one of your centerpieces.
You should feel lucky that someone like me would lay eyes on you.
That's not how you felt when I fucked you.
You know what? At that moment, I felt like chugging a bottle of whiskey to numb myself. It helped your dad, didn't it? Are you finally gonna hit me?
I'm so sorry.
If you ever put a hand on me again, I'll call the police.
I'm so sorry.
You know what? Sorry's not gonna cut it this time. I'm not gonna be part of this anymore. I'm not gonna stand here and watch how you ruin your life. I love you, Gary. But you let your insecurities blind you. Why are you here? Why are you here?
I have HIV. You need to get tested.
What? Why?
The night I crashed the van, I met someone at a bar.
Get out.
I know what talk.
Leave.
No, please.
Get the fuck out of my house.
Please.
I don't want to see you
Ollie,
ever
please,
again in my
Ollie.
life.
video and the video on. Yes. Galing! That was also focused on the.
That is so wonderful, and my apologies again for the technical difficulties there earlier. You've just got to be so mindful because there can occasionally be some red markings as well. So we are learning. So sorry. Romel, Joseph, what did you think? Oh, you have to unmute. Oh, unmute. Hold on. This one, you have to push this button.
Sabi unmute.
There
Ayan.
you are.
Okay na, naririnig mo na ako.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Nakarelate ako dun sa away. Oo, yung mga ganun drama. Very typical yan sa mga may mga relasyon eh.
Romel, can you tell us a little bit about how your film came to be? Thank you for sharing it once again. And again, my apologies for some of the technical troubles we had there in the beginning.
No, it's okay. Thanks for screening this. Yeah, I think when we were writing it, we wanted to advocate that that like love is universal and no one has to be punished or threatened with a virus because of the choice of the love that you choose. So we wanted to create that kind of very subliminal context of the HIV, though it's not much in the news these days, but it's still rampant in the Philippines and the numbers are growing. And so we want to create that, just a little bit of a reminder, practice safety, get tested, know your status, and seek medical help if needed.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing your work. You have a Facebook page for your film as well?
Yes, we do, and we just got a great news last night that our film will be screened by the National HIV Prevention Month in the Philippines, which will be on Wednesday, and it's by Cine Spectra. So we'll be posting some news as to what time on Wednesday, Manila time.
All right. Well, Circa
Yes.
Pintig will definitely be sure to share. And I
Thank
know
you.
we've got some other viewers and listeners there as well. So thank you for
Thank you
sharing
very
your
much.
work. Yes. Wonderful. All right. We need to keep going. We're actually like 3 minutes before the end of our time. So without further ado, let's welcome back Carla, please. Carla is here. She has been
Hello.
on standby since the beginning. Carla, where are you calling in from?
I'm calling in from Quezon City, Quezon City, here in the Philippines.
Fantastic. Can you tell us a little bit about how things are there now and what sort of work do you do there in the Philippines?
Okay, so things are getting worse here in the Philippines. We are on our way to the top 20 countries with COVID. So just yesterday, we have around 182,000 cases of positive cases. And there have been a lot of extrajudicial killings of human rights activists and peasant advocates. So we have that, and our health system is crumbling. So it has reached its peak 3 months in, but there has been no significant response from the government, from the Department of Health. So we're holding on and fighting fascists every day. So I'm part of Bahaghari. It's a national democratic organization of militant LGBTQ plus individuals and allies here in the Philippines. And we are an organization that stands against heteropatriarchy, bureaucrat capitalism, imperialism, and feudalism. So we stand with other basic sectors other marginalized sectors, and yeah, for national emancipation, politically, economically, and culturally. Ayan. So, Maki-Becky, wag masyokot.
Awesome.
Ayan.
Thank you, Carla. And you have, I've got your poem ready. You shared with me the English translation, so I'm going to share that in the chat box now, so that the English translation is available for everyone. And the floor is yours. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Circa Pintig. And I dedicate this poem to a very special person who we hope to oust soon. And a few years back, he said that he ordered his person. This is in response to that order. He has killed thousands of Filipinos over the past 4 years, and we're fighting back. And I hope he hears this. So this is written in my mother tongue, Hiligaynon. It has the word gay in it. I hope you all enjoy.
Thank you.
Pinalangga nga presidente. Pwede mo ko tiruhon sa akong dilat. Pwede mo tistingan, pero pustahan. Parehos ang iban nga imo ginitlan. Wala ako gakurog sa imo pamahog. Parehos ang bukbok nga gasuhot sa akong ilong. Hindi mo magustuhan nga ako paakigon. Senyor Presidente, pwede mo tistingan nga tiruhon kami sa amon dilat. Handom namon makita imo kapaslawan, was agun ang mga bala nga imo natipon. Nakita mo bala nga ikaw napaslawan? Ang imo panulukan sa lawas kabayi, bagay nga ginaabusar, isulod kami sa kahon sa mga bagay nga imo ginahandom. Ang amon buli, ang amon paa, ang amon bilat, ang bayi hindi lang isa katinggil. Hindi mo kami mabali. Kami nga mga Amazona, mas may namang anpa kaysa sa imo. Hindi ka makaabante kung hindi mo pagkilalanon ang imo ginhalinan, kagkabalo kami tanan, kung diin ka nabuho, naghalin. Duterte. Senyor Presidente, hindi pagtiruha amon dilat, imo na lang buto ang tiruha. Napangabay namon na maguntat ka sa pagbuna sa mga kalilintian sa kalibutan. Napuno na kami sa imo kag sa kalilintian na gobyerno na imo gintuga. Paghalinda, kay kabalo kami nga ang imo buto hindi makaistorya sang matarong. Ang amon bilat ang magasaysay. Paghalinda, wala namon ginatakos ang amon gahom sa kahaba sang amon buto. Paghalinda, si Roque Ayhan mahamot sa amon lango-lango nga ikaw luguson. Dali lang. Nauna nagali si Jinping kag si Trump. Paghalinda, mas may namang anpa kami kaysa sa imo. Namang tiro lang kag bang utang ang nabalaan. Senyor Presidente, ang problema sang katawhan wala ginbunag sang amon dilat. Ang problema sang katawhan wala liban kundi ikaw. Thank you.
Wow.
Ayan.
Ay, snaps. I have shared the English translation again in the chat box, and we'll be sure to include it in our program. And I've also shared it with our artists here in our Zoom room. Chip, Joseph, what?
Ginger, that was wonderful, Carla. Is there a way also to share the translation in the Facebook Live for
Yes.
our friends? And
I shared it in the chat box in the Facebook Live. Yes.
just a reminder, August 21st, this is the anniversary of the assassination of Ninoy Aquino, which was the main catalyst for the change of the administration of the Marcos, that led to the EDSA revolution, and also reminded by Joseph's wonderful color today. Thank you so much.
Yung melo talaga ako, di ba?
And also, because Carla said makibeki, wag matroko,
Wag ba-jokot?
wag magpatakot kay Mr. Presidente.
Just a quick note. I want to chime in real quick. I'm Bisaya, so I speak Bisaya, and some of the words I picked up, like what it meant, and it's always, for some reason, there's a pride in that language that it has so much weight. I as a Bisaya pick up some of those words, the weight is tremendous as compared if you translate it into English, it waters down even to a Tagalog and Filipino. So kudos to Carla, for that for
Mhm.
that uh, for that poem and in that language, and yeah, it really sticks to the core.
Yes.
Thank you, Carla.
Salamat kaayo.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carla.
Daghang salamat.
What's your support? How's the support group in the Philippines, like your community there? How you all holding up with COVID and the administration and extra oppression?
So it the past few months have really revealed the government's inutility and what we always describe it as pahirap, pabaya, pasista, so the three P's. And in a way, it also helped us expand our membership. We have a lot of recruits online, and slowly with general quarantine, we can go back to our communities and reestablish our connection there. So we can go back to actual organizing, on ground organizing. And what keeps us sane, I guess, and what keeps us together is the fact that we're not alone. And even though there are a lot of things we can't say online because of the anti-terror law, we still have our members. We have people abroad, like you guys, gays, and just being with your collective could center you also, and remind you that times are tough, times are hard, and at least there's a purpose to everything, and your goal is you remember your goal, and that's what keeps us going.
That's wonderful, Carla. Do you think you can share with us maybe some links, ways that we can support as well? I know our friend Rohan, who's chiming in from New York City, says, "Are there any links where we can learn more and even support?" So, any of this information
Okay.
here, either with me directly and I can post, or if you are able to chime in, that would be really appreciated.
So we're available everywhere. So you can look for us on Facebook, Bahaghari, and we have Twitter, Bahaghari_national, and we have an Instagram account that's not active because none of us, we don't have any access to it anymore. But it's there. And you can add me online. So Carla Nicoico.
So what happened to the Instagram? Is there a story about that Instagram account that got stopped, or?
The member who has access to it is unreachable. So even though we're friends online, she doesn't respond, and I think the only way for us to use IG is to create another Instagram account. But if I see that member again,
maybe
in a rally, I'll ask her.
by the because they're actually I have a friend who I shared this with Ginger. Like I had a friend on Facebook just posting about how the government is handling COVID, and he got subpoenaed by the administration.
Oh,
So that's how like
is that Bangkok?
panako talaga. So
Yeah, they have this thing. It's called online tokhang. So you'll just be surprised. You have police officers visiting you, arresting you. You have a subpoena from a court in a different city, and yeah, it's just a matter of time before they go for everyone.
We wish you stay strong and
Oo nga.
and we are here. We're here.
We won't be phased. So ayun, makibaka wag matakot. Kasi that's what they want. They want you to stop.
yeah.
They want to silence you. And no subpoena, no pandemic is going to silence the Filipino people.
Like our
Especially
program
if
last
you
month.
get the fear.
Yeah. Like our
Sorry?
program last month with Circa, our last live was we had our guest Rody Vera. He's a director in the Philippines, and so he actually like imparted to us like if we get scared and don't speak up, then who's gonna speak out for our children's rights? And so yeah, that's also what's keep me going. Thank you, Carla.
Tama.
Yes, thank you,
Thank
Carla.
you.
Thank you so much.
Maraming salamat.
Of course, maraming salamat.
Salamat, Carla.
Ingat kayo.
Same to you, and stay in touch.
Be safe.
Yes,
Yes,
our next
we will be.
our next global open mic will be next month, September 18th. So save the date. We hope to continue to promote and share the work. Thank you. All right, we are going over a little bit of time. How's everyone feeling? Our apologies for our time management. This is our final set here. We have a video of Melania to share. Cesar Kandi wasn't able to join us, but let me go on ahead and get the Melania. Do you mind telling a little bit about what we will be seeing again? Stop sharing for a moment. Is she here? And then we do have a final song. So this actually is a couple of minutes. It's not very long. It's just a video with music. So I'm going to cue it up and I'll share my screen again. As we go back. we will continue to share this work and and be sure to share some of the links that was there. Melania, are you still on the call with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, hello. Thank you so much for sharing that video.
Now start the video.
Salamat. I hope Makulay is here, is watching also. This was a video collaboration with Makulay, and we made it especially for this event to bring light to what's going on with our transgendered migrant detainees in the from the Philippines.
Yes. Thank you for
Yeah.
putting
So
that.
you can follow like those accounts provided. That's on Facebook and Instagram. That's Makulay at Ibapa, as well as Anak Bayan Toronto. Will we be sharing some links,
We can.
Ginger, after? Okay.
Yes, we can. And actually, if you're on our Facebook page now, you can also chime in and enter those in the chat box already so that we have it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, great.
All right.
Thank you.
We
Salamat.
Salamat. Thank you also. We need to get to our song. We have a final song, everyone.
Again.
Before we do this, I want to give a big thanks for all of our artists from across the US and from uh,
Nani,
from
we're gonna.
Canada, from the Philippines. Again, you have a campaign right now for the Circa Pintig's People Artists Fund. And again, the links are in the chat, and you can also find it on our Facebook and our website. And also, we want to have these calls to action. So, of all of the artists that you've seen here, all of the organizations that they are part of, please support, educate, learn more, and
You're gonna have
end up
since
fighting.
you're very relaxed, you should be.
All right, we are ready
Everybody
for our
behind
song. It seems like those at Lani's are ready to sing.
Yeah. Where are we?
Where are
we? Where are we? Where's our cube?
Go, Lani!
Where's our cube? Where's our cube?
No, hold on one second.
Where's our
You're ready. You're on.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
You can't see us.
Start video. No. Right. Right. Ay, dasing na. Right. Here. Where are we? All right.
Daisy.
Yes.
You on?
Yeah, can you guys see us?
Can you guys see us?
Yeah,
Yes.
we can see you now.
Yeah, we can't see us.
We just can't see us.
Oh, okay, hold on one second.
Oh, there you are.
There you are. See?
What?
Ready?
Sometimes it's just a matter of your view, screen view, or.
Ngayong mundo'y gulong-gulo at lahat tayo litong-lito. Pag-ibig sa kapwa-tao, sana'y di dapat ituro. Kung bawat puso ay marunong magmahal, kapayapa at kasiyahan tiyak na makakamtan. Lahat tayo'y pantay-pantay sa biyaya ng may kapal. Lahat sana'y akbay-akbay, handang tumulong kanino man. Kung bawat tao ay marunong magmahal, ano mang kulay o salita, tiyak makikiisa. Sing with us. Je t'aime, te amo, I love you. Watashi wa anata shimasu. Ich liebe dich, liebe kita, Ang muto'y turuan natin, tanging lunas ang pag-ibig. Je t'aime, te amo, I love you. 私はあなた愛してます。Ich liebe dich, hindi kita ko ay di paano man sabihin, ang muto'y turuan natin, tanging lunas ang pag-ibig. Je t'aime, te amo, I love you. 私はあなた愛してます。Ich liebe dich, inibig kita kahit di paano man sabihin, ang muto'y turuan natin, tanging lunas ang pag-ibig. Isang mundo, isang awit, isang sigaw, pag-ibig. Yeah!
Bravo! Wow!
Yes!
Let's bow. Let's bow. And Louis. And Louis.
Ang saya-saya nito.
Oh.
Yes, thank you, Louie. Thank you to all of you.
Thank you, Joseph.
Salamat ang marami. Nag-enjoy ako ha. Ano ba to?
Diba? Para kayo nasa bahay ko lang.
Oo, at saka ang dami ko nakilala virtually. Grabe. Ang dami pa lang talaga napaka-unique na talent ng Pilipino. Uy, thank you kasi nagkaroon ako ng awareness sa mga nagaganap sa mga kapatid natin, especially yung LGBT. Kaya yung mga nanonood ako, mag-ano na kayo, donate lang pag may time. Diba? Para sa fundraising ng Circa Pintig, congratulations to the project.
Yes, well, thank
Salamat.
you. This again, our next global mic virtual global mic will be September 18th, around the same time. So when we have it 9 o'clock in Chicago, it is 10 in the morning in the Philippines. I know our friends from New York just had to say goodnight already because it was already getting very late. Yes. If all of our artists that are still here can maybe turn on your cameras so we can just say our final goodbyes. I know that Noah is here with us. Christine Ling, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Well, I don't know if you're still with us, but we are going to just say thank you once again. And we hope to see you again next time. Any final words from anyone? You can unmute right now and
Final. What's our final?
Let's do it again.
Definitely.
Sa muling pagkikita.
Congratulations.
And thank you for all the ones who tuned in from our friends in Facebook Live who tuned in.
yes,
Yes,
exactly.
thank you.
So this will be a recording that we can come back to, and everyone can also view and see all of the comments that everyone has made. So again, we'll be sure to send the information. We've got the program for links, the short films, the artists, the organizations. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay safe. Okay, we have to say
Salamat.
happy
Salamat.
our big photo. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy. Picture. All right.
Wait. Happy birthday, H. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Birthday.
Maligayang bati.
H, when is your birthday?
Monday.
Monday. Well, you know what? I am the 22nd. So can
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Birthday.
Happy birthday.
Talented Leos.
Yeah.
Best way.
Virgo.
Leo.
Oh, Virgo na.
Virgo.
Best gift. I do currently have a Facebook fundraising for my birthday, so we're very close to raising and meeting our goal. Thank you, everyone. We will see you again next time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Happiness to all.